This is video of the chase and then arrest of a Jefferson County school teacher during a sting operation with the Blount County Sheriff's Office. 33-year-old Christopher Thompson is charged with human trafficking, electronic solicitation, and that video you just saw is from the True Blue show Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide.
Welcome to another Facts or Opinion where everybody's got a fact and everybody's got an opinion, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy on this, man. Check this out. Jefferson County, out towards Beeham, Birmingham, Alabama to be exact. Chris Hansen is on the move, y'all. From Michigan to Alabama. Shout out to Chris Hansen. Y'all go check out True Blue. Well, it came out on the news. It was a teacher slash coach slash bus driver, a guy by the name of Christopher Thompson out of the Birmingham area was going to solicit to do sexual favors with a 15-year-old, a minor. So let's watch and see how this played out. And then we're going to get right back to this. Y'all ain't going to believe this. Check this out.
A minor basketball coach behind bars arrested on human trafficking charges in Blount County. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm Jarvis Robertson.
And I'm Brittany Decker. On Friday night, our team was the first to report the coach, an elementary school teacher, was placed in handcuffs as part of a larger sting operation. Our WVTM 13's Lisa Crane spoke today with the Blount County Sheriff on what exactly led to Christopher Thompson's arrest and why he feels these sting operations are so important.
33-year-old Christopher Thompson is a teacher and bus driver at UW-Clement Elementary. He's also an assistant basketball coach across the street at Minor High. But last week, the Blount County Sheriff says he drove there with $160 he planned to pay a 15-year-old girl for sex. It was part of a 2-day sting operation, but this arrest did not go as planned.
All of a sudden, I heard somebody screaming outside. I didn't do anything. So I rolled up the door, and by the time I got the door up, he's jumping in his vehicle and running, and a police chase ensued for a few miles before they were able to get him into custody.
Deputies arrested Thompson and 5 other men in the sting. They're charged with human trafficking, traveling to meet a child for sex, and electronic solicitation of a child. The sheriff says it was a successful operation.
There's some research out there that shows that for every predator that you catch in one of these sting operations, you save 5-10 kids from being victimized. So we're very thankful for the opportunity to be able to be proactive and to go after people who would prey on our innocent children.
The sheriff says when they learned Thompson was a teacher, coach, and bus driver here in the minor community, they were shocked. But he said it made deputies even more committed to continuing these operations that target child predators.
This is something that gives my deputies an opportunity to actually do what they signed up for, not just to be proactive, but to do things that are protecting young people and the most innocent of victims, and that's really fulfilling to our department.
In Jefferson County, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.
And when we reached out to the Jefferson County School District over the weekend, we learned that Thompson had been placed on administrative leave.
This is video of the chase and then arrest of a Jefferson County school teacher during a sting operation with the Blount County Sheriff's Office. 33-year-old Christopher Thompson is charged with human trafficking, electronic solicitation, and that video you just saw is from the True Blue show Takedown with Chris Hansen. And Chris Hansen joins us this morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Ani.
So this man is accused of soliciting a minor online for sex. So the minor, you all say, was actually law enforcement posing as a 15-year-old girl, and he showed up at a house in Blount County. Tell us how that played out when he walked in the door of that house.
Well, this was a sting operation conducted by the Blount County Sheriff's Office, and of course, for our series Takedown, we were along, embedded with them doing the investigation. And decoys go into various social media platforms posing as children or an adult willing to exploit a child, and men are eager to do this in some cases, and that's what Christopher Thompson did. And he came to the house, he walked in, he had a face-to-face confrontation with the on-site decoy. I went out to confront him, and he bolted. And the investigations are set up to catch somebody who bolts, but he had parked his car strategically and was able to get in and take off. Blount County sheriffs arrested him not far away, brought him back, and then we had our discussion where he claimed that he was just there to have an adult meeting. But we know from the transcripts that's not true.
I want to point out, too, that the Jefferson County school system confirms he is a teacher, a bus driver and teacher at UW-Clement. We understand he was also helped with the basketball team at Minor High School, and he told you, I'm a teacher. Why are all these cameras here? I want to show a clip of you confronting Thompson with some of the text exchange that led up to the arrest.
You talk about paying money, $200 for both.
No, I didn't.
Then you go back and forth. You say 140, 160, 180. Then you said 150 because you had to stop and get gas. What grade do you teach?
Man, it doesn't matter what grade
it matters.
I teach.
It matters a lot.
No, it doesn't, because I didn't do anything.
He argued that he was innocent through most of that interview with him, didn't he?
He sure did, but the transcripts on him never lie in these cases, and that's why they're so successfully prosecuted. We know what his intent was. We saw the evidence in the chat logs, and he showed up. And the other frightening thing about this particular individual is that he had 2 guns in his car. Now, we know that those were possessed legally, and we know that what the carry laws are in the state of Alabama, as in many other states. But what happens if he's alone with a child and it doesn't go his way? What if he wants to cover up a crime and he's got this weapon? It presents, a very frightening opportunity for somebody committing a crime like this. And on top of that, he's a teacher, so he's exposed to children every day. It's a frightening situation.
An elementary school teacher at that.
Yes, exactly.
I told you yesterday that after all my years watching you do this job, these videos never cease to amaze me. And you said it still shocks you every time. What shocks you the most these days?
It strikes me, Ani, that men will still do this. And it speaks to the nature of the crime. It speaks to the absolute need for some of these men to fulfill these fantasies that they apparently get online. And it speaks to the need for parents to have a discussion with their children along the lines of, look, if somebody approaches you, if there's something uncomfortable or something creepy, you need to come tell me about it. And together we'll do something. We'll go to authorities and get something done.
Man, what y'all think about that? This is sad. This is the world we live in. Now, at the same time, this man bolts out, almost takes on a chase. He got guns. Yes, the guns are registered. But, man, he's going to go meet a 15-year-old. He went back and forth. He hustled back and forth. They went back and forth about a price. And then he literally went, not including there were other men that also got picked up. But just the sad part, this guy is part of the elementary schools, the high schools. So what, you getting your rocks off by looking at the high school kids? Like you driving the bus. Like people are entrusting, parents are entrusting you around their kids. And I think that's where I guess we must be losing. Because a coach at the time, a coach is supposed to make sure that they help develop your child, give them some type of accountability. But when a coach, bus driver, and teacher is not doing that, what are we left with in this world? Why is these teachers so fascinated, or these predators so fascinated with these little kids? I just don't understand that. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And for all y'all people out there that's on this internet messing with them children, man, I hope Chris and everybody else and myself that deal with kids, I hope we catch y'all, and I hope y'all get y'all just due as far as y'all time in jail, whatever it could be. And I hope it's a long, agonizing life the rest of them you live, because it doesn't make sense to take advantage of somebody who's innocent and don't know any better. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Peace.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide.